All right, away we go. Sorry, getting used to this new thing we've got. We've got audio. If you remember the last episode, we were able to get that done on the homeless man's budget. Also got the stand, which is going to allow us to get outside. I'd be outside now, but honestly, in the last 3 days, I found out how bad allergies can get. Whew, it's been tough. We're getting through it. We got some rain coming through San Diego here next couple days, and hopefully that'll settle that out. Then on top of that, um, I found out my daughter is moving to Utah. Boy, talk about a kick in the butt. I was just overwhelmed by that. Flip. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this through here. There we go. Now maybe is the light still on? Yes, it is. Okay. I think that'll be better. Let's try that. So anyway, we uh we got the news, or I got the news. My daughter's decided to up and move the family to Salt Lake. The reason that is because her mom's lives up there, and her extended family. In fact, all my family basically lives up there, from my brother on down. His kids and his grandkids now. So it'll be a good thing for her. Selfishly speaking, I'm bummed, but honestly speaking, we live 20 miles apart. She just lives up the coast, 20 miles to Oceanside, and we never see each other. We just don't have time. We got three kids running around doing three different things, and they're busy. They're busy, and I got no energy for that. So my parents are in their 20s. You got to have that energy. So they got it. And honestly, man, as somebody that grew up here and I love it here, I'm gentrified out of it. I mean, literally, my generation, we're done. We can't afford to live here in retirement. No way. Best thing you can do is retire. They built some retirement homes recently around my beach town. I think that's for the newcomers, not for us. But anyway, so, oh, hold on. Uh, yeah. All right. A little better, huh? I can see instead of the lights going on my glasses all the time. So anyway, yeah. So they're gonna be heading out to Utah, and I really think that, like I say was saying, it's for the best. Young kids starting now. It's tough to start here in California at all. It really is. Let's see. Yeah. Anyway, so I've been sick. Haven't been able to get a lot done, but a few things are getting done. Really figured out and hammered down my marketing plan that we're going to go ahead and use for the books. I'm going to use the online formats, but very limited releases to them. The primary books, I'm going to go after the bigger fish, book groups, book clubs, religious organizations, things of that nature, because the books are just designed to be fun and clean, and no socialization, no training the kids other than, hey, honesty's good, hard work's good, having fun with your friends is good, um, and listening to your elders is good. So anyway, that's that's really moving along. I got another piece of software now. Remember, we're doing this on a homeless man's budget. My budget had I was able to squeeze out about 65 bucks, which bought the microphone, which better work this time because I did a whole half hour and it didn't. Anyway, we'll try it again. So, um, but we also had to get I had to get the Chat GPT because the Chat GPT is doing the illustrations for me. I don't like ChatGPT that much for the illustration, and let me tell you why. I did a free sample on uh, what is it called? OpenArt. OpenArt. I thought it's related to chat basically, but it's more the bot is more designed for artistic work. The consistency is so much better as far as picture to picture because chat doesn't have it like that. They just don't. I mean, it's not. It's real hard to build a book series from chat, especially because you got to remember these guys charge per image as you get going in the more upper levels, and you're now a professional creator, designer of booking or the book stories. It costs you more because if they make a mistake on your page, then you have to have them go back and do it. You get charged for that, so you can charge for their mistakes. And sometimes it just seems like they're doing it on purpose. So with AI, you got to be real direct to get it to do what you want. But this other bot seems the open art is more of a design, like I say, for the art, and that's what it's designed for. So it's designed for art to animation primarily, where it chats from text to art. Um, and that's kind of the two there. So we're gonna mess with both of them. I always say we like this. Well, it's me and Monkey, so there's always we. Me and Monkey are gonna mess with both of them and see which one's gonna work out for the best options for the books. And then I found out it's gonna be really honestly, it's gonna be so much cheaper for me just to self print. Go sell the orders, get together some slideshows that I can show online, send them around, make the calls myself because I'll make them. These guys say, here's the thing: the binders are tricky. They want like $3,500. This one binder, he says, yeah, well, what do you got to do? I said, I'm sending you a PDF ready to print file. All you got to do is print it and run it on the paper and put the book together. And I've done that. I know how to do that. Very simple to do. 3,500 for what? And they go through all this list of crap, dude. It's like it's as ridiculous as your utility bill. You got nine different freaking fees and fares that you're paying. What? I don't need that. I've already given it to you in that form. All I want to do is when I get an order, you print it and send it. That's it. So I'll do all the marketing myself. It's better, and I can help myself reach the goal. Because remember, my goal is 1,000,000. So out of all the millions of children, we're going to try to sell at least 1,000,000 books this year. I think that's very doable. It gives us a projected revenue value of we're looking at about net sales would be about 595 million. So that'd be good. Uh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 5 million. 5 million. Sorry, not 500. Geez, that'd be crazy. That'd kill you if you had that kind of money. Anyway, so yeah, but that's a good. Let's go for that for the first year goal because think big. You small fall short. You're still doing okay. Don't think small and think of all the troubles going in. The worst thing you do when you start a business, and let me be clear about this, is you way overthink things sometimes. You start, well, what about this? I really want to do this. I want to do this. No, start raw, start cold. Go the first flyers, man, are handwritten flyers. Get the kids busy. Help out if that's what you want to do. But you don't have to use that as a reason not to do it. Do it. We're doing this so raw. I mean, really, this is as raw as it gets. And now we're getting better. We're up to the audio. Let me make sure the audio is still there. Yeah, there's a little green light. Yep, still there. See, I don't trust this stuff, man. It's like, I don't know. I never had trust in mechanics. Didn't think, man, if I hit that brake one time and this thing don't stop because those brakes don't work, this thing's gonna kill me. I just always had those weird thoughts about trusting someone else's engineering or someone had a bad day putting a bolt on a car tire. It could cost you your life. So anyway, kind of a random. That's a Destrivism thing. But and as you can see, I'm noticing in the mirror here. I finally 3 days after being in bed, not being able to even get out of bed from the allergies that are just nailing me. I get up to go and finally take a shower. There's a tag on the front door that says, "Oh, we have to shut off the water for a day, the hot water for a day. You have cold water." It's like, what? Oh man. Anyway, like I said, this is a COVID ran place. It was built by the lowest bidder, who had his fingers and hands in every possible till you could, from the plumbing lines to the flooring to the paint. I mean, they got this paint probably is tested, wouldn't be legal to even be in the country, but it is in this place because they're giving these away. So I wouldn't complain. But it's ironic though, because the housing commission, they come through and inspect it like, what? If they decide it's not, we should leave. Yeah, dude, what? And go sleep on this. It's much safer out there on that sidewalk in a skinny little tent than up here and maybe, oh my God, they got cockroaches in there. Well, whatever you got, I don't care. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy, hopefully, going to get to stay. So far, so good. Keep our fingers crossed. But and we'll keep building this business because that's the whole damn point, man. So you know what? Yeah, this is a time that we can actually do this. You can. It's not just a thought, it's a function, a fact. We will and are doing this. And I'm glad you guys are coming along. So slowly by slowly, please remember to like, what is it, join and comment, please. It really helps. And honestly, if I can get 1,000 people just come in and watch me for 5 minutes a week, and I'm doing 5 videos a week right now, I can monetize this thing. Then I don't need state assistance anymore and go back to being the independent old fuck that I am. Because I don't like taking their assistance. Because let me tell you what does happen. When you take someone's assistance, they expect to have some say. And any resistance you give to their say becomes a problem between you and them. And it always has. Every time I've allowed that to happen in my life, that's exactly what happens. So I don't like it. But okay, just double checking. Thanks, guys. Like I said, I don't trust technology. We're gonna keep working with it. We might come up with better ways. Hopefully, some of this sound will figure out better ways to do the sound. But next tomorrow, I'm actually gonna get out of here finally. If I can get in a shower, well, I might have to take a cold shower. That'd be tough, huh? So you're telling me I'm a homeless guy, but a cold shower scares me. Yeah. So we'll go do one outside, see how that works, see if I can get it transferred from tape. That's gonna be, I mean, tape. I call it tape because I'm gonna film it, so I'm taping. See, in my head, VCR. Anyway, I got to transfer it from the phone onto this computer to upload it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's going to be an interesting test for Destry. Like I said, I usually have to watch tutorials. If you don't get the background of this thing, you haven't seen it before. I don't know anything about computers. I mean, to turn them on, I had to watch a tutorial. Seriously, I didn't know you had to hold the button. Then you don't push buttons anymore. You touch them. Okay, lots of this stuff, but we can do it. We can do it. We're catching up. So I have to really learn everything as we go. The sound thing, like I said, this is take two because I learned it wasn't on, and the reason it wasn't on was because I failed to charge it, and that failure made it go off. So in take one, however, though, we were talking about this whole YouTube channel thing is an amazing source and an ability to a not monopolize, monetize your daily conversations, what you're doing. This is what I do. We all go to the coffee shop. Some of us just sit home. Maybe I can fill in the gap. We have conversations. We get 1,000 people worldwide that just want to sit down once a day and have a 5-minute, 20-minute conversation. That'd be awesome. And that's my goal. Like I said, 1,000 people. I want to have 5 20-minute or five things a week. I'm going to try to get to the outdoor. Now, here's the trick that I didn't know because I've been talking to you. If you've been following me about setting up the live thing, you have to have 50 subscribers before they'll let you set up a live thing. So that's another thing I really need, and I'm going to start spreading the word around to my family and friends. I need 50 people to go on and subscribe for me. That way, I can get to do the live feed because they won't let you do live feed if you don't have that many subscribers. There's all kind of little rules as far as what you're bringing to the table, and I get it. Like I've always said, I'm from the marketing world primarily, and I understand that it's the audience. That's what they want. They want the volume of audience. A Super Bowl ad costs so much money because they have that audience. It used to. I don't know what's going to happen this year. We'll see. But anyway, so that's we're moving forward slowly and surely, getting more knowledge about what I'm doing. Learned how to set up my payment systems. Just about got that all done. They're doing all the checks and everything because that makes me feel better. I'm not a real big fan of putting your information online and hoping for the best. The only thing I have going for me is I don't have any money. Anything that goes into that little bank account that's online is like my phone bill the day of my phone bill. So they're gonna have to be really on time to grab that money out of my account because I put it in and grab it out immediately. I mean, literally, deposit in, phone call, take my money, thank you, bye, out, payment done. That's it. You got that much time to steal my shit. Because I'm not a big fan of this whole, put stuff on the line. Anyway, but I'm getting there. The AI is incredible. Again, This isn't possible without the AI. I mean, the AI helped me do this whole thing. I kind of gave it the generalization of an idea that I had, and it came back and gave me this. I mean, YouTube wasn't even on. I wasn't thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to sell books, and I asked the AI, "How would you do that?" And they went through all these different scenarios that I hadn't even thought of, and probably never would have because I'm not in that publishing field. But it is. It went running through the field of the publishers and found me information that was so valuable. Like I said, the first thing it told me was don't pay people in advance. And I knew that because I say that from my modeling years. I don't look like much now, but there was a time when they paid me to be at places. It looked nice. And that's cool. But what I also learned is you don't go in and pay a producer or a agent or anything because their product, they're salesmen too. You're selling you to them, and then they have to take you as a package and go sell you. That's where the money's made for the guy that makes the film or the guy that does the photographs or the magazine pays for that time. And that's how everybody makes their money. And that's the way it is. Unless you get scammed by somebody that tells you need to pay XYZ amount of money. No, 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 no. Number one, if I'm going to work, if I'm going to use my talent, my brain, my hands, and my understanding of how to write these things, these cartoons, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not paying you to do it for you. So you can go out and make money and steal my designs anyway. No, no, no. Like I said, AI helped me copyright this stuff. Everything's copyrighted. I'm not messing with this stuff like that. And that's all through the AI process. I couldn't do it otherwise. Otherwise, you just be a fool in the pond waiting to get eaten. Because, yeah, it just wouldn't be good. You got to know what you're doing in this stuff, and you can't go into it foolishly. I hate that there's government agencies that have to help people who give their freaking life savings to some dumbass and he runs away with it. Really? Really? What were you thinking? I'm supposed to cry for you. No, I'm laughing at you. What the hell, dude? You ain't getting my money. No. No, my money's in my mattress, dude. I didn't know if I had money, it would be in my mattress. I don't have any, but no, 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 no. I'm not getting it taken. Even the IRS could seize your accounts. Didn't that scare the crap out of you? So all of a sudden they decide there's some new rule that you never even heard of because they're doing language now. I never even heard of these words. Or they're taking words that I've heard of all my life and now it doesn't mean the same thing anymore. So it's a trip. But hey, I enjoy watching the kids run their new game. What are they doing? We tried, did some good things, done some dumb things. I mean, some of the getting away, pushing away. I think we just got a little crazy, But every kid does, God, that's what they do. They do not do nothing we didn't do. I'm going to do the opposite of everybody around me. I'm going to be different. It's being young. You want to stand out. Now, the scary ones are the ones that don't seem to understand, dude. It's time to go. We see you enough. So anyway, I figure with all that going on, Joe Rogan, the other guys that are making some money, there's some good ones on. Kevin Colby, I recommend. He's about 60, like I am. Been around, man, and making these are cool because we can actually create our own little like group, a couple thousand people strong, or even more if we build that way, and it creates a whirlwind of consumerism that we can all cash in on without even being consumers, without even trying, without caring. But we need the money to eat and stuff, so it helps us have that to eat. It's amazing. Like I said, 5,000 watch hours a month and 1,000 people, and you start getting paid. And the good thing about us, I guess, in our age group, because it's true, most of my friends are very financially successful, which is why I don't go to them with my problems. That's what poor people don't get. If you're from wealthy people, you don't go back to them with your financial problems. That's the last thing you want to do. You're hiding them. Yeah, no, what? Everything's great. Oh, the car's getting repaired. Well, you got the sleep back. Oh, the kids, we're going to go down to the beach and play with the kids. You don't tell them that shit. I'm homeless, man. It took a long time to be on the street to finally realize, you know what? I'm not less because of my socioeconomic situation. In fact, I'm a lot more than I was because I get both sides more so now than I ever did before. And some of my life, I learned, and you learn, and you got to learn, and you got to be willing to change your view, man. It's not flip flopping to learn and grow more have your perspective in the course of growth and learning change. That's growth. That's life. That's what it's supposed to do. So finally, eventually, the truth is what you're walking down, that line of truth, and that's what we need to work on. So anyway, back to our books. I'm gonna get that rolling. I did. Oh, real quick, I wanted to tell you, nice thing about data. I guess you can search out anything, and I'm learning that too as a marketer. I'm always looking for data. To me, it's so cool. Um, a kid in a toy store, man. I'm telling you, with this computer data, AI shit. But anyway, um, data says about 21 minutes is an ideal time period for people that they enjoy watching. And I agree with that because actually that's a half-hour TV show. If you look at it, actually a half-hour TV show, I think it's like 23 minutes broke down, something like that. There's two prepared ad periods in every show, and if you watch them, they're all the same. You start catching on to that. But anyway, so I'm gonna keep these down at 21, 22 minutes. Some of them get up at 47, 50. But that's like my great grandma was, God bless her. She was already like 85 years old. I was like 12, 11. But she was 85 in 1970, a whole different thing. and if you're already, you get it. Grandma was not us. I do not look anywhere or act like my grandma and grandpa. I think I'm immature still. I'm not willing to grow that old yet. So that poor lady, she used to talk to the postman. That's all she had to talk to. My grandma would go to work. My grandpa would go to work still. My great grandma would be there kind of tending the kids. But she wasn't doing anything. She was just sitting there. So there was an adult in the house where the kids are running around the house and around the property all over the place. And she would wait for the mailman. And the mailman would come. And she'd jump up and go up. And oh, my Lord, I could tell the mailman was like, oh, Lord. Like he was sneaking around the corner like, is she there? She's there. Okay, make a run. Get to the box and get out. I could see him. But no, he was a nice man. He always stopped and talked to Grandma Pritis. But you got to remember, she's now 85. She's been there 80 years. She's seen this kid grow up. This kid's now the mailman. That's how it was. That's how it used to be, and I miss those days. I really do miss those days. We knew who we were dealing with. We knew the neighborhood was going to have a 4th of July block party. Then all of a sudden, we need extra money to fix roads or whatever lie they tell us, and they're coming in and telling us we got to have a permit to have a block party in our neighborhood. Yeah, that's what happens. Government just keeps needing more money, man. They're a hungry beast, and they can't get enough. And really, they got to quit it. Anyway. All right, I don't want to get too off into that stuff. I'm not into it. Like I said, I was sick for 3 days, laying here watching TV, and it's amazing this world we live in. I'm in it, but I'm not of it. I'm here, but yeah, it's crazy land right now. I hope things settle down. Which half time show are you gonna watch? I think I'm gonna watch them both, man. What the hell? More entertainment for me. Anyway, all right, guys, we're gonna keep pushing forward. Uh, Things work well tomorrow. We'll do this from the street. So I want to try it out there and see if we can get it to go from that point of view. All right, peace, love and love. Oh, I'm trying to. You're not funny.